I'll never forget that one person. Well, the first premiere challenge I competed at. There was this one girl. She was probably half. I don't know. I want to say she was half my age, but definitely younger than I was. She had a different Scraggy than I did in competition, and I lost her in 3. Nightmare, you know the whole narrative of that event. I tell you, my Switch was dying constantly on red. My charger didn't work for it. Had to borrow other people's chargers. So like, I wasn't mentally all the way there, but I still lost. A loss is a loss. No, so I was actually gonna make a video talking about this. So a lot of people talk about like there's not a lot of diversity when it comes to VGC or just Pokemon in general when it comes like battling. But I remember the Scraggy, well, Scrafty specifically, because it was completely different than what I had. So I think I ran a Careful Nature Scrafty with the Roselli Berry. I want to say that's what I ran. Yo, another Gulpin at 209 encounters. Oh boy. We take those. Alright, story time's gonna have to wait in a minute. I know which area you're talking about. You know what? Screw it. We'll put story time in with the shiny. So yeah, I think I ran Careful Nature Scrafty. It was or Adamant's, one of the two. But I think I was most likely Roselli Berry. So my Scrafty was Drain Punch, Crunch, Fake Out, and I want to say Detect. You know, I can actually fact check right now. I do remember the team I brought for that event. But anyway, the Scrafty she ran was a defensive one, very defensively. But oh yeah, now I remember. I was hyper offensive. I think I was Adamant Scrafty because she had a defensive one, and I thought that was a big point. So she was defensive with close combat, assurance, Fake Out, and I assume she had a assault vest because I didn't see any detect or something. Thanks, Marcos. So yeah, we had 2 completely different Scrafties, and that actually mattered in the battle because in our one-on-one engagement, believe it or not, my Scrafty lost to hers because her Scrafty was bulk invested, so it was able to take my Drain Punch as well. At the same time, it had a higher base power attack and close combat versus my Drain Punch. So yeah, that was one of the matches I find hard to forget. Okay, Gulpin. Yeah, I think I found the team. Yep, I was Adamant, Moxie, Scrafty with Crunch, Drain Punch, Fake Out, Ironhead. So I had the AV, so yeah, we did Quick Ball last time. Let's do a different one. Dive Ball. So be real with me, y'all. Is the game telling me to just ignore Scraggy right now and move on to other stuff, or should we continue? Yeah, it was dope. I think for that one, remember that makeshift team I did with like the Sableye of the Sunsetter with the Charizard? I actually ran Assurance Scrafty in reference to what she ran. And yeah, that's why I find it weird when people tell me like, yeah, they don't like using stuff that they see other people use. Like, no, it's a great learning tool. Like, that's how you figure out if something is good, if something is bad. Because, you know, running Assurance meant that like she was planning on her Scrafty being slower and taking and moving after her other partner would, meaning that the Assurance power would be doubled, which is really smart. Me, on the other hand, I was mostly focused on just straight power in the moment. Meaning like, hey, the opponent ran Trick Room, and I got a crunch off before they did Trick Room or something. That's a base 80 crunch you're taking. Alright. We're gonna name this one Marcos, just because. Actually, no. I got a better one. We're naming it Portillo's because Portillo's is getting looted right now. As sad as that is. Portillo's. Like, seriously, you gotta be That's sad. People are looting Patilla. Sucks you lost, but seeing your mind used differently is dope. No, it's always dope. The reason it sticks out because I use Scrafty so extensively, seeing something slightly different than what I've done is incredible because it means like, hey, there's still room to grow. Not only as a player for myself, but there's still room to grow when it comes to just understanding VGC. I'm pretty sure like for a modest one. I forgot to X out the natures, but this one's not bad at all. Modest, but yeah. Sucks you lost. I didn't, like I said, I don't mind I lost. At that point I was already like, I was already 1-2 when that battle happened, so I went 1-3 at that point. And she was 2-1. That means like since we were playing with different records, it implied that like I was the highest resistance for the people who have the same record as me, which is 1-2. But at the same time, that's not saying much. Yeah, right. So, I don't know if all that's going to make it into the highlight clip.